Good evening, everybody. Mystery Schooler here with another presentation for you. Sorry it's been a few weeks, everybody. I've been very busy lately. I appreciate you all for coming out to listen. This is a really interesting story I find most people slip on. I first heard about this story watching a channel called Autodidactic. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. He does a lot of alternative history content. I highly recommend you check out his channel. It's a very interesting story. 1027 AD. A group of workers were digging for water in a village called Katu in the state of Rajasthan in India. After digging about 30 feet, they found a strange metal box, air sealed with a single word engraved. Barbaric, or BARBARIK, I believe is the correct pronunciation, I don't know. I've also heard that this is where the English word barbaric actually comes from, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. You guys want to let me know in the comment section below if you know anything else about that. I really appreciate it. And now, if you look in the back, in the center of this image, that skull in the back, that's actually a real picture of it, of barbaric. At the end of this presentation, I'll show you more information on that, where it can actually be displayed today, where it's claimed to be the original skull. Let's get right into this, guys. This one's incredible find for alternative history. When they broke the box open, inside there was a skull. Not a skull of bone, but a skull of metal. Stranger still, the skull had two preserved, seemingly organic eyeballs. Wow, can you guys imagine just being some random worker digging a well in the middle of the desert to pull up an air-sealed chest containing this thing in it? Needless to say, the workers immediately ran to their king, Rup Singh Kalhan. Rup Singh called for counsel from the wisest scholars of the land, all to better understand this mysterious Barbarik. Needless to say, they had some questions. How did his eyes not decompose? How can a skull be made of metal? Despite searching many ancient texts, nothing was found about Barbarik. Wow, so what do you guys think? All the way back in 1000 AD, there was still no information on this guy that was available to them. And how long ago was that now? So this is a really ancient story we're talking here. We're lucky to even have a fragment of it today, so I'm really excited to share this one with you guys today. It's a short one, but it's a goodie. Finally, a priest from the far south explained, Barbarik was a great warrior who lived 5,000 years ago during the time of Lord Krishna. Surprise, surprise. There was something fundamentally different about Barbarik. He was not human. He possessed godlike strength. He was capable of handling multiple weapons simultaneously. He could solve math problems quickly, but his speech was slow. Also, he could not recognize faces. It's needless to say, this is very robot sounding, very artificial intelligence sounding. The story continues. 5,000 years ago, Lord Krishna decides to meet Barbarik after hearing of his strength and intelligence. The great war of Mahabharata is about to begin soon. Sorry, everybody. Krishna wants to see which side of Barbarik will support. Wants to see which side of the war Barbarik will support. Barbarik says he will support whichever side of the war is weaker. He claims his objective is to help as many humans as possible. I'm sure you guys can see immediately the Orwellian doublespeak programming here. Krishna realizes this means eventually Barbarik will just be switching sides back and forth, nonstop killing everybody. So, he's a liability to say the least. You don't want this guy on your team. You just might turn around and start gunning you down. You don't know. Lord Krishna makes the obvious choice of disabling BARBARIK, all but his head. Strangely enough, BARBARIK hands over his own head. Now, this part of the story surprises a lot of people. It caught me by surprise at first, but when I really think about it, if you were creating some war machine, super hyper intelligent war machine, you would want some kind of programming or whatever built in failsafe where you do something like hand his own head over on command. Because what happens when that thing starts going AWOL? What happens when there's a glitch? Right? You want such a powerful weapon to be disarmable at command. Otherwise, it's going to be completely out of your control. Lord Krishna uses BARBARIK's head as a drone to hover over the war of Mahabharata so the battle can be viewed from afar. I believe it's described he shoots BARBARIK's head from 3 arrows, and this is how he does this, but obviously that wouldn't work. So I'm thinking more like a drone, and so that's why I put drone there. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Other people I've seen who have done this story also came to the conclusion that it must have been something like a drone. It's really the only thing that makes sense to me, but that's speculation. Today in Katu, the skull of BARBARIK is still adorned. There it is right there, guys. There it is, just chilling. I don't know about you. I would walk past that thing, especially the way it looks now, and think, oh, it's just some glass whatever, right? Some whatever. And what is that? It looks like the Pope or something. Look at its hat. It is said that this is the original skull. It has been plastered over and painted over to look more like a face for some horrible reason. Yeah, and I don't know why they would do something like this. It's something so cool. I would have loved to see what it originally looked like. It's a little skeptical. I mean, I'm a little skeptical if that's the original skull or not. But if not, there it is today. That's the story, guys. It's still worshipped as a deity because it has had life without a body. Wow. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. I mean, we don't get many stories like this remaining from the past. So much has been lost. Still there. Gosh. Man, I want to just sneak in and replace that thing with some stupid fakie or something. They wouldn't know the difference. So we could examine it and see what the heck, get that plaster and paint off and get some real research done on this thing. But yeah, that's an interesting story, guys. I love this one. I don't know how this one slipped over my head for so many years. Yeah, so tell me what you guys think of the Terminator from Lord Krishna's past. I appreciate all you for coming out and listening. I'll try to be back more often with more content, guys. Oh, hey, what's up, stupid? All right, guys, you have a good day, okay?